Greetings, East Central students and parents. My name is Mary Ray, and I am the District Instructional Technology Specialist. The purpose of the Student Series videos is to provide you with the information that you will need to access our distance learning environments in Google Classroom. This first episode will walk you through the steps for logging into your Google account. First, I will model the process using a computer, and then I will model the login process when using a tablet or phone. To access Google Classroom for your student, you're first going to need to type classroom.google.com in the URL bar. This will open up a login page, and you're going to enter your child's email address, the address that should have been provided by your child's teacher. Please notice that the student emails end with ecisdst.net. It's a little bit different than the teacher emails, and this is important. Once you've typed in the student's email address, you'll hit the next button, and on this screen, you'll type in the password that the teacher provided, followed by clicking on the next button. You should now be in Google Classroom. You'll click the Continue button, and this only has to be done the first time your child logs in. You'll click I'm a student, and then the student will be taken to their Google Classroom classes page. Now, in this particular instance, this child was given a class code to join their teacher's classroom. In some instances, a teacher may have already invited the student, and they will see an invitation, and all they'll have to do is click the Join button. But to use a class code, the student will go up here to the plus sign, and then they will type in the class code that was provided by their teacher. I have grayed out this particular code because this is specific to a particular teacher. And then you'll click the Join button, and it will take you into your student's Google Classroom. The first page is the stream, and this is where the teacher will post messages to the student. On the next page is the classwork, and on this page, this is where you will find all of the materials and resources that the teacher has shared with your student. So you're going to find a choice board packet. These are the choice boards that will contain all of the class assignments for the student. If your child is a dyslexia student, if they receive dyslexia services, you may also see a dyslexia choice board. If your child is currently receiving social skills classes, you may see that choice board as well. Including there are other choice boards that have been created by teachers for specific groups of students. You can simply click on a choice board to open the PDF, and then you can view the choice boards. There are some opening letters from the district with instructions and a suggested daily schedule, and then you have the activities. The expectations are listed at the top of each choice board, what the students are expected to do for each week. Okay, we're going to go back to the Google Classroom. You will also see that we have added 2 assignments in this particular class. It may vary depending upon your child's teacher. This particular teacher has created assignments where students can actually take pictures of their work from week to week and turn it into Google Classroom. And there are also some online resources that the students can access, as well as some math manipulatives and some digital ebooks. So this will serve as your online classroom for those parents and students that choose to do their work digitally. Remember, there is also a paper packet available at the campuses that can be picked up. So if your child does not have access to a device or Wi-Fi service at home, they certainly are not restricted. They can access all of the choice boards and supplemental materials through a paper packet that is available at the campuses. To access Google Classroom from a tablet or phone, you will first need to install the Google Classroom app. When you open the app, you'll be prompted to log in with your student's account information. Again, this information will have been shared with you by your child's teacher. So I'm going to log in with a student account. Again, noticing that the ending of the student's email address is different than the end of the teacher's email address. It is at ecisdst.net. Once you've entered the student information, you'll click the Next button, and then you'll be prompted to type in the student's password. And I am graying out the student's password for this account. Then you click the Next button, and Google Classroom will load. In this student's case, the teacher has invited the student to join the class again with a code. So I am going to click the plus sign here at the top, and I'm going to type in the class code. Again, I'm going to gray out this code because it is unique to this specific teacher. And once you've typed in the code, you'll click the Join button. And now we are in the teacher's class. You can see that it's very similar to the way Google Classroom looks on a computer, except that the tabs for the pages are down here at the bottom. So we're on the Stream tab, and then there's the Classwork tab. That opens up the Classwork page. Again, all of the resources are here on the Classwork page. If you encounter any issues or have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to your child's teacher. Thank you.